3BC. It's Al Kapone, Kapeezy-Al Kapone.
Hey everybody, this is your girl Joy, the cultural liturgist for this cultural conversation. We are back with another episode of 3BC. I got my 3BCs here, One Solo, Chloe, and KC the Alchemist. Hey ladies.
Hey now.
Hey. Y'all sound like y'all got on a sedative. Hey, ladies.
What up, Mike?
We do. You done hit it. You done hit us with that slow southern drag. Like what? We like shit. What are we?
Y'all in the zone over there.
I'm like, who got the elbows over here?
That's another episode. That's another one. But today we have a special guest, and we're all really excited about this guest in particular. Is a Memphis legend, always repping Memphis 10, always whooping the trick, even with old white people whooping the trick. That's something to see. I swear to God, 60-year-old white people at a wedding whooping that trick, getting lit and whooping the trick. People protesting in Memphis talking about whoop that trick. Wow. And it is the one and only Mr. Al Kapone. Al Kapeezy. Oh boy. Al, thank you so much for joining us today. We got a lot to talk about. How you doing?
I can't complain. Everything good.
And you know, let me say this too. We like to point this out on occasion. He's repping Central, the high school too. All day, straight A's, gangster walking out on the basketball court to get his honor roll, principal's list certificate. Don't let him fool you. He ain't no fool. He's straight A student.
Straight A student.
Yeah. Get jheri curl swinging. We was having a debate about whether it was a wave nouveau or Hawaiian silky. We landed on wave nouveau. Were we right? Was it a wave nouveau?
Wave nouveau.
See, I told y'all that was a wave nouveau. I told y'all.
That was the consensus. It was a wave nouveau.
It's a difference. You know
it was. The wave nouveau was that deep wave.
Right. I said his waves are too deep for a jheri curl. There had to be a wave nouveau.
It had the luster.
Yep. And it moisturized.
Exactly.
Because I like
the education we right now. I appreciate this education.
Back in the day, we were all talking about it. Like, man, that hair was tight.
It sure was.
And you know what? That's the crazy part on the first song that I blew up on, Lyrical Drive-By. That was like a popular line in the song when I said, they call me Scarface Al, straight from the underworld. A black brother with gold teeth and a nouveau curl.
Yeah.
A lot of people like love that line so much, and it's a lot of rappers like from Skinny Pimp to Tommy Wright III, and like they all credit me for them wanting to get a nouveau curl and wanting to get like mine. I made it popular.
And speaking of that, congratulations! It's been 30 years since Lyrical Drive-By.
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what you call a 100% Memphis as fuck moment. So I wanted to point that out for those y'all that don't know. This is 1000% Memphis. So Chloe, you were saying congratulations to our guy Al here.
Yes, 30 years since Lyrical Drive-By was introduced to us. I mean, some of us are already knowing and waiting for your performance or your song to come out, because we got to see your great performance on Class Day 1990 Central High School.
I hated that performance.
Are you serious? We were all but like, damn, he good. You were hyped. We loved it.
I look back at it, I was like, yeah, I was hyped, but I remember walking off the stage feeling like, I felt like I failed, to be honest with you. I was like, I literally walked off the stage like, that was terrible. I messed up my opportunity to make the right impression. That's how I felt.
Right. No, I don't think anybody thought that.
But of course, nobody else thought that, but that's what I thought.
That goes back to your perfectionist. And looking back at the Memphis Flyer, everybody go pick up the Memphis Flyer so you can check out Al Kapone, Kapeezy on the cover. It's a great feature story. excellent feature story on you. But it goes back to how you've been, we say 30 years, but this has really been your life.
Yeah, I really like, Al, growing up, like knowing you when we were little, like, did you envision that? Like, I never saw that about you. I always saw you as kind of quiet and low key and focused and studious. Like, if somebody had told me when we were like 10 or 11 years old that you would be this person, I'd have been like, you a lie. Right? Like, at what point did this person, like, when did this manifest?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It actually manifested in the 6th grade at Lauderdale Elementary because, but everybody didn't get a chance to see it. Only the people that circle of people that because that's when I first got into hip hop heavy, and I was working at Lauderdale Sundry Ships right across the street from Lauderdale.
That's where we get our groceries. That's what she said.
I was a delivery boy, and
that's what she said.
Yeah, me and the other delivery guys, we formed this group called the PWMCs. So in the store, we used to break dance, we used to rap, and you know what I'm saying. So they knew, my passion then, but I didn't show it to everybody. Like you and other students, y'all just only saw the quiet, laid back, and but the folks that was that I felt like that was into the music like I was, they got to see where what level I was on with it, back then in the sixth grade. And I also told Michael Jackson, because I had the curl then.
Yeah, I was saying he had the curl.
He was Michael Jackson in our hearts, y'all. He was all the girls. We loved him because he was Michael Jackson in our hearts.
Yes, for real. So I used to
all the crushes.
I learned the Thriller routine, and I used to have to play Michael Jackson because I lived in what they call Wicks Alley, which was really in the alley. It was Wick Street, but the Wicks Alley, which was really a real alley. It's crazy,
right?
Here, but
and I lived on Wicks Avenue.
Yeah, right next to us, where Harris Brothers grocery store is.
Yep.
The guys, we used to get together. We learned the routine through one of our homies named Anthony, who was a part of Black Magic at the time.
Yeah.
Amazing dancer. Mm-hmm. So he taught us the whole Thriller routine, and I used to have to play Michael Jackson. So I was performing like in that alley in front of the few people in the neighborhood, and we were like dead serious about doing it like spot on. So between performing and getting caught up loving rap as early as I did in the 6th grade. 6th grade is where it started. It basically what I'm trying to say. I just told the whole story, but it started in the 6th grade.
Cool.
It is cool.
Yeah. And then so now you have a new single, "Doing Me," with Memphis Mo, but you also have an alias, A.K. Bailey, hip hop blues, which is interesting. When you first think about it, people wouldn't pair hip hop and blues together, but really, hip hop is the angrier, more aggressive cousin of blues. It's a less sad version of blues because it is the blues, but it's just more aggressive, probably.
Believe it or not, like if you really listen to like some of those early blues records, I'm talking about like the Robert Johnson days and some of those early days. They talking about gangster shit on everything. They talking about like getting drunk and getting into it for somebody trying to holler at their girl, shooting at folks in the blues records. They like talking about the same type of street life that a lot of rappers talk about today. But, the blues stories evolved later on where it was more, it became more about the sad, having the blues and being sad and, your lady cheating on you. But a lot of records before then.
You cheating on your lady.
Oh, you cheating on your lady?
Yeah, he's in the next room.
Equal opportunity. But a lot of those early blues records were really, they were talking about a lot of, just being black, just dealing with street life, being black in their era. But they were talking about like
You
Well, they
right.
weren't talking about a lot of the gun violence because they used to stab people and stuff. So they were talking about cutting.
Knife violence, because who grandmama had a switch knife?
Right. Everybody had a blade.
They got a knife in their
They
boot.
all had a switchblade.
They have definitely had a knife in it. And it's really, you're right. And it's really just the blues smoothed out the anger. Like you didn't really catch it right away because the tone
Got a
was
point.
smooth. You know,
Got
it
a
wasn't
point.
as in your face.
You're right.
Al, one of the things you mentioned in one of your lines was like, if you 30 years in the game and you live to be an OG, this is how you do it. And I mean, we know we can look at our lives, like our friends, who did, who in jail, all of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to be in an industry where it's sex, drugs, rock and rolls, hoes, you still on top of this game, living a family life. Like, talk about how you stay true to who you were in the industry that you're in.
And he is a family man. I have
right, straight up family man, like for sure.
for real.
Yes. Well, first and foremost, I always know who I am. I know I'm Alfonso Bailey. That's a part of the music industry as Al Capone. So, and I always remember. I always try to stay grounded enough to not get caught up in the hype. You know what I'm saying? I just, even when people, show me the type of love that they show me, I appreciate it. But, you know what I'm saying? I just try to remind them, I'm just, I'm a regular person that's got to wake up and go to sleep just like you. And, you know what I'm saying? I never bought into the hype. And some people get caught up in the hype and thinking they're who they're the people praising them as, and I never get caught up in that. I just try to keep that in mind. And I know as a higher power that's has the ultimate, decision on what's going to happen and what ain't going to happen. And as long as I stay in line with that, I always feel like I'll be all right, and try to stay humble. But I always knew that if I fed into it and into the hype, then I always felt like it'd be my downfall if I fed into the hype. So I always try to not feed into the hype and just stay cool and be thankful for whatever blessings I do get, because it ain't always guaranteed to be that way. So just be thankful and, show love as much as you can, and, look out for people, and, just don't get caught up in the hype, man. Just remember, I'm Alfonso Bailey. At the end of the day, I'm Alfonso Bailey. I just do rap music, and, when it's time to hit the stage, though, that's when you really get Al Capone, because on stage, I ain't Alfonso Bailey no more. I'm coming on stage to perform and give you a hell of a performance, and, give you that artist.
I'm allowed one complaint though, Al. I'm allowed one complaint, and that was the grill and chill at Rail Garden. Do not let them send them tired, flat booty white girls out there on the pole. I said, who picked them? I know Al did. That booty ain't had no booty. I was like, what the hell?
Well, listen, I can't see. I gotta be me. I can't. You know what I'm saying? They did the best they could. I can't talk it down.
This is Memphis. They did not do the best they could.
No, this Memphis. I'm like,
They did not do the
want
best
just
they
some
could.
white
This
girls.
is
There's some
Memphis
big booty white girls around here too.
It's a whole lot of booty up in here, white, black, and otherwise.
Exactly.
I will say that I did not. That was not my choice.
I know it.
That I did the gig with. They provided them.
I know.
100% say that.
I know that. I just wanted to voice my complaint. I was offended by the lack of ass, by the no ass call. The nasty call.
Hey, I can't again. We all human, you know what I'm saying? We all human, and everybody got whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So they tried to do the best they could with what they had. They worked with what they had.
Well, you was popping though. I had a good time.
You are definitely so energetic. Yes.
My homegirl that Mississippi gangster walk. I was like, I'm gangster walking today.
For sure. every time there's a gangster walkable hook on, we walking.
We walking. We don't care how old we get. We're gonna be walking with our walkers still trying to gangster walk. Hello?
Okay.
So Al, I had a question about your idea to be Godzilla in your video. Was that a callback to your childhood? When I know on Saturday nights, that's what we used to do. We didn't have cable, so we used to watch the Godzilla movies.
Loved them
on the channel.
Yeah,
loved them. Huge Godzilla fan for that reason. Like you said, it was like one of those things that we could watch out of the 3 channels. Well, was it 3 or 4 channels?
Like you had 3 major, but you had to do the thing to get the other channel.
UHF channel.
Yeah,
exactly. So but actually, I can't take credit for that. The guy that did the video, it was his vision. Actually, I came to him about doing a different video, and he came to me and said, "Well, I had this idea for this Godzilla thing, because he was going to be able to bring it to life." I was like, "All right, that's cool. I'm definitely a fan of Godzilla," and I said, I'm gonna follow your vision. So I had to give him his credit. Sean Winfrey, he's the one that came to me with the concept, and he's the one that put it together.
Nice.
And Al, I can officially say you are like a Memphis ambassador. You rep Memphis. You are Memphis born and bred, and will be to the day you Memphis dead, I would say, because you are everything 901. First, congratulations. I heard the Eye of the Tiger video. It's moved up and received some accolades from being the top intro song. Yeah,
in the country, all the colleges, number 1. That's amazing.
And for anybody not from Memphis, that's the what we call Memphis State, but what is currently U of M, University of Memphis Tigers.
And it's the 2019 football season intro song, Eye of the Tiger remix. And how did you get involved in that?
The guys at Running Pony was doing, they actually had the contract to do the video for the football program, the football team. And they contacted me about that they needed this Eye of the Tiger song done. But they said that the problem that they were running into is they either somebody would be too aggressive, was too explicit with it, or they was too soft with it. So they were like, we need a balance. I understood right away what they was trying to do, because I guess I kind of mastered how to have a balance of where you got an edge, but then it's still digestible for
the masses.
For the masses, exactly. That's perfect. So, and I think some people, they make the mistake when they trying to appeal to the masses, they go so clean that it does become a little cheesy, or they don't know how to do it, so they just go all the way raw, and they don't know how to balance it out. So I knew exactly how to balance out, giving it an edge, but making sure it appealed to the masses. So I was able to pull it off. And actually, my first draft to them, as much as I tried to, keep it clean but keep an edge to it, they still was like, it was like 1 or 2 words. I said, I was like, I think it was one of them where I said cock back and aim, but I was talking about like a football player cocking his arm back and
aiming football. Yeah.
But they were like, no,
we can't handle gun violence.
So I had to clean that little. I managed to do it, but they even pointed out something that small that I wasn't even thinking about.
Yeah,
that wasn't my mindset, but I understood when they broke it down. Like, I see how somebody could run with that and try to say I'm promoting shooting people.
It's Memphis. Right. That's what we thinking.
Yeah, it is.
Right. Yeah. But I loved it. That was my theme song in the morning. And and we're talking about repping Memphis. We also want to talk about you and your mask up campaign and and having people wear their mask for COVID. Yeah. Tell us more about that. I mean, we're watching you. People don't know, but we see you with a mask on right now.
Yeah, he got his mask right now.
All right, so I'm gonna can y'all hear me? Do I need to take it back off?
We can hear you. Yeah. So people maybe know that people can't hear you, so wear it. Yeah.
You can't be heard while you wear your mask. And you know what I'm saying? Basically, my whole thing is when you're in public, like I wouldn't wear this mask in the car like this. I'm just kind of doing it because we're on. But
Right.
when you're around a group of people, I'm taking it off. When you're around a group of people, just be. My thought is be safe. It's better to be safe than sorry. It's just like wearing seatbelts. Like we don't want to wear the seatbelt, but and you ain't necessarily gonna be in no wreck. When you drive it every day, but it's just a precautionary measure to put your seatbelt on just in case, you know what I'm saying, something happens. The mask, I feel like, is the same thing. It's just a precautionary measure when you're around people. So just, for yourself and for other people, and so you can, feel safe enough when you come back home and you're around your loved ones that you didn't contract anything and bring it back home. I think that's my whole campaign about it for us wearing it, because I know it's a lot of people that's against wearing masks because they feel like it infringes on their rights and stuff like that. And some people have arguments about that it's not always healthy to wear a mask. And I get every angle of it. I can see where it makes sense. That's why you shouldn't wear the mask unless you're around somebody, around a group of people. Like if you're in your car, you don't have to wear your mask while you're driving in your car by yourself. You don't have to wear the mask if you're walking down the street and ain't nobody around you. You don't necessarily have to wear the mask when you're not around crowds. And I know that's one of the arguments. I know the argument with some people that don't want to wear a mask is, they say it's some health issues that can come out of that. And honestly, if you overwear it, I can see where they're coming from. So just only wear it when you're around the crowds, whenever you're in a grocery store. But when you're not around anybody, you can take the mask off and breathe in some good old clean oxygen like we're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. I just feel like people should use their common sense about it. But at the same time, it's all about being safe and sorry. Just the same way you wear a seatbelt. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, in my opinion, especially in the times that we're living in. Just be as careful as you can and eat as healthy as you can, because you want to make sure your immune system is strong.
Yes.
That's honestly, that's more important than anything.
Yes.
Because Al is still like 30. Al is still for real like 32 in the waist. Don't play. How you fit at this age? What is happening? What is happening?
I mean, and we did fried chicken capital. Now we got chicken wings on every corner, and all of them are good. Well, most of them, 90% of them are good.
90% are good, and ribs and barbecue.
So, but we can't. We just got to know we cannot have that every day.
No,
not even every week. Not even every week, because we're not, especially you start early, but especially as we're getting a little bit more seasoned. Let's say we can't do that, y'all. We can't eat the same way we used to eat. We just can't do it.
Our body is, it's functioning on a different level. But if you keep it if you eat the right way, it can still function on the level it's always functioning on, and probably sometimes even better. But you definitely got to, be careful be conscious of what you're putting in your body, and exercising with that. So that's what I do. I still enjoy. Don't get it twisted. I still will enjoy some good food. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very conscious when I like if I go 2 days straight of just eating bad, I'm conscious of that, and I know I'm not. This next week, for the rest of the week, I'm eating nothing but healthy. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to be conscious. It's all about being conscious of what you're putting in your body. And there's a balance to everything. And
there y'all have it from Al Kapone. Al Kapeezy.
Oh boy.
Is my favorite part.
That's the conflict of having a name like Al Kapone. Because like y'all know in school, that y'all saw the dual side of where you saw the guy from Lamar Terrace Projects with the curl, and you know what I'm saying, I dressed pretty much like the hood guys, you know what I'm saying, and those who I kicked with, but at the same time, I understood I knew how to manipulate doing my work. And then do my work so fast that then I can hang out with the class clowns and be a part of the class clowns and nobody didn't realize how I was making straight A's because I would learn the subject like at home a day ahead of time. So by the time we go to class and the teacher teaches it, I was already up on it. So when she gave out the work, I would do the work so fast because I knew it already. And then I just started kicking it with the class clown. So most people thought they didn't know I did my work and they didn't know I did it right.
Yeah.
So y'all knew the dual Al then,
yes.
but people don't. People kind of backlashed against the dual Al when I became a rapper because they mainly wanted to only see that that rapper gangster hood side, and the Al Kapone name didn't help it in it. So I kind of got in trouble because I would speak the way I'm speaking now, or I say certain things in songs. I make the hood songs, but I make the songs that make you think at the same time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was one portion of the community of the hood did not want to hear that shit. They were like, man, we don't want to hear none of that positive shit. We want to hear murder, killings, and you know what I'm saying? We want to hear the raw shit. And if you don't rap about that raw shit, we just gonna listen to somebody that is,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was
that.
life.
I went through that. I went through that. It was where some people that fucked with me in the beginning, they stopped fucking with me because they were like, oh, you a little too positive or that fat. You actually made good grades in school. Like, yep, I did.
You had me twisted.
Your money and to be relevant.
You had me twisted.
But I also sold rocks too, so.
And so do some of the preppy people that you thought didn't.
And so do the corporations. There are versions of rocks.
For real.
And I'm not glorifying that. I'm not glorifying that. I'm just saying that, people like to only look at you in one dimension. And they only want to accept you in one dimension as if you're not, you're a multi-dimensional person.
Right.
Come on, Central Education.
Hello.
Come on.
Because I heard you were doing all your writing your lyrics out in your typing class that you would pick at the
And Miss Bond.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something about the typing class. I'm so glad I actually took that typing class because I just wanted to learn how to. I always look. I thought it was so cool to watch people type so fast without looking at it. I was like, I want to learn how to do that.
Shout out to Miss Bond. Shout out to Edna Bond.
So, but let me tell you, that typing class served me well because around 2011, I went into IT like that. Like I rap, but I do IT too. That's my second thing that a lot of people don't know.
Okay.
So, have multiple streams.
So there you go.
Yes. Yes.
So I get it from the music, but I'm an IT specialist. But
wow,
I created my typing. My typing came from Central Typing class. Like I know how to type.
Miss Bond, I'm gonna make sure Miss Bond hears that. For real.
Seriously, I'm
she would love that.
I'm thankful for it, but I'm pissed that I didn't pay attention to Mr. Chu class because I didn't realize computer was gonna be so important, and I kicked myself in the ass about that. But I done caught up now.
Mr. Chu wasn't finna thump you. He would thump everybody else. He wasn't finna thump you. He ain't stupid.
No.
He thumped everybody else in the back of the head though.
Didn't he though?
Really? Yes, he did. Oh my God.
He so did. You right though.
Right.
He would thump people in the back.
I'm like, what? Look.
He did.
But we gotta wrap out. It has been so cool talking to you. So I'm gonna say this though. The point Al was making was one, respect the duality. Black folks and nobody really is one-dimensional. Everybody's allowed to be three-dimensional. And then the other most important lesson to the kiddies, if you're listening, the above, of age kiddies, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
3BC, recorded at Kudzukian Studios, directed, produced, and distributed by Kudzukian.
Join the conversation at facebook.com/3BC.